Yeah, so UMBC is, I could go on the boring stuff, blah, 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 public research university, blah, blah, blah. Really what it is just kind of a small public school university in Maryland. It's really where the nerds go.
Okay.
So, there's UMD College Park. They've got the basketball team, soccer team, football team, all that.
Yeah.
UMBC, we're a little bit different. We got, our chess club. President Herbowski said it himself. He said, at UMBC, the party's in the library.
All right.
That's where we do our partying, yeah. Yeah, we're just, 10 minutes from Baltimore City. Yeah, great place to be, Should apply there if you're in high school or something.
Absolutely. Now, what do you like about the college?
What do I like about it? I love the size, It's got about, it's kind of similar to WWSU, Wright State, actually.
Yeah.
It's about, I think, 11,000 undergrads. So it's big enough so that there's always new people to meet, small enough so that you'll bump into people that you already know,
Yeah, I agree. I would agree with that statement. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a small world after all. Once you meet that person, you can't get away from that person.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to know, well, I do have this, there's a men's basketball team. Is there also a women's basketball team, do you know of?
Yeah, there is. I'm actually friends with one of the women on the basketball team. She's an immigrant from Italy.
Okay.
And she was on my dorm floor last year, so
all right.
That was kind of cool. I haven't been to any of their games yet, but, I'm definitely going to go this season.
Absolutely. Now, do you regularly follow the men's team?
No, actually, the game versus Kansas, that was the first game I ever watched of college basketball in my whole life.
Oh, that's very fascinating. Okay, that's very interesting. Well, then I should ask you this, since you don't really watch college basketball that much, how did you know that UMBC was about to beat Virginia, and how did you know that was a big deal?
Yeah, so, the first big deal was that we qualified for the tournament at all.
Yeah.
So, our superstar, Jarris Lyles, hit a three at the buzzer beater against the University of Vermont to qualify for the tournament in the first place.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. That wasn't national news, but, in the D.C. and Maryland area, everyone kind of knew about that. It was, big news there.
Yeah.
So what happened was, I don't have a TV, so I was just kind of Googling the score. I was kind of keeping track online. So, oh, cool, it's tied at halftime. This might be interesting. And then I was checking in. I'm like, holy smokes, we are running away with this. It was not even close. We were just absolutely demolishing them for the whole second half.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've got to see this with my own eyes. So I live a little bit off campus. I get in my car, rush to campus, rush like heck, and I'm trying to look for a TV. I'm just, I'm running around the campus looking for a TV in this dorm. They're like, oh, sorry, you can't be here because there's a TV in there, but you're not allowed to watch it. Sorry, man. Oh. So I'm running around trying to see if I got a friend who's got a TV, and then all of a sudden, that's when it happened. I hear just screaming everywhere. People start, running around, taking their shirts off, sleeping from their balconies. I whip out my phone. I'm like, there's no media anywhere. I got to get this on camera. The world's got to see this. So there we go.
Wow, that's very fascinating. Now, you said about, now I know here at Wright State we have something called the Student Union where we have TV lounges. Now, does UMBC, do they have their own student union?
There's the Commons, which is kind of like a student union.
Okay, that's what's called, the Common, okay.
Yeah, but, and they played the Kansas game from there. But everything on campus was actually closed because, even the dorms.
Oh.
Because Friday was the first day of spring break.
Okay.
So, the people who I filmed, they were like the 20 people who were left on campus after spring break let out.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Well, I had no idea. Yeah, here at Wright State, our spring break was like early March. So, yeah, I didn't know that you guys were having your spring break. That would explain why campus was closed, because I thought that'd be weird that the student union would be closed, but now I know why, because it was a vacation, so they had to. But Now, I want to ask you, what went into the idea of you filming the reaction after the game? After, like, you kind of told me the first part of the story that you was looking around for a TV, and then you went, you ventured into campus. So, how did you get the idea that you should film all this?
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised, actually, that, since UMBC was running away with the game, I was surprised that, the local news stations didn't, send some guys with cameras over to the campus as soon as it started happening. But, I just thought to myself, hey, some people might want to see this. So as soon as I heard the screaming, I got my phone out, started filming. I filmed in portrait. Sorry, guys. Sorry to all you, whatever pricks who care about whether it's in portrait or landscape. There's some guy in a comment in the video. He's like, hey, this guy should be filming in landscape. And I'm like, man, why you got to complain about that? Anyway.
Yeah, spur of the moment. You couldn't help it. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. So I was just, and then, I filmed for a few minutes until, my phone ran out of memory because I always forget to delete my old photos and stuff. And I'm like, what in the world? There's nobody else filming here. I got to get this on YouTube right now. So I get in my car, rush home. I, run through all the yellow lights, not the red lights, the yellow lights.
Oh, that's good, good.
Oh, safety first, always, of course. You can't post anything if you're dead. But I get to my computer. It's taken like 30 minutes to upload. It's driving me crazy. And I'm getting all these invitations in the meantime, like, hey, party at my place. This is crazy, come to this apartment, come to this dorm. We're having a party. We're having a little get-together, a victory party. And I'm just sitting there by my computer. I'm like, oh, my God, upload, please. I want to go out and, have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as soon as it was done uploading, I quickly checked on the stats. It got, I think 15 views in 5 seconds. So that's when I knew the video was kind of going to blow up.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you, because what I liked about the video is that, like, a lot of these videos, there have been a few that came out since yours came out, but they were either edited or there was music that played over them. Like, it's all these videos are produced. What I really liked about your video was that it was a real life moment, caught in time and not altered at all. Like, it was your view of the world, of this history making moment happening. And now, for those of you that haven't seen the video, I can't play any of it on here because there is some swearing. These are college students, after all, so there's some unfiltered cussing in this video because they were so happy. It was real. Like, there was nothing that was altered. It was just, it made me happy to watch it, because I've never seen. It's not often I see a bunch of people so joyous and happy at once. Like, it's just something you don't see every day. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch that. Yeah, and the other thing about it, some guy said in a comment, he said, the best part about this video is that you can tell that they weren't prepared for the celebration at all. Yeah.
Like, you could tell that these guys, we hadn't even qualified for the NCAA basketball tournament in, I think, 12 years or something like that.
Yeah, wow.
So this was... absolutely nobody was ready for this, and that's kind of what made it special, is that people were just absolutely shocked and chagrined. People just they didn't even know what to do. Yeah, it looked like that. It looked like a state of wonderment. I'm trying to describe it because because there were people running around. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and describe the video since I can't play it. But here were the highlights to me. I know early on there was a kid. He was victory lap, and he was running, and he was behind two other students. They were running full speed. You probably couldn't get these guys to run a lap in gym class, but that night they were full. It was like the Olympics. They were just at it, so I enjoyed that part. And I also enjoyed. There was another scene I enjoyed. It was those two young African American men. They came out of that dorm room. They were like, "Let's go!" and they were storming. I enjoyed that. They bolted too. They were just. You got an up close look at those two men. They looked so happy and shocked. Oh, what's going on here? They couldn't do nothing else but run.
run to wherever they go. Who knows? But they'll figure out when they get there. It was that type of moment.
Yeah, for sure. I hope I didn't get their faces too closely because, I didn't exactly ask their permission before posting. So,
well, I think it's okay. They would have complained by now because this video is viral, so I think you're okay. It was a real moment. But I want to ask, did you know anyone personally that appeared in that video?
In that video, yeah, I knew a few of the people who were on their balconies.
Okay.
And they would look. Some of them, I don't know if you could see, if they would kind of look at me like, "Boy, what are you doing? Put your phone away and join the party."
Oh, okay.
But yeah, actually, it's kind of cool to think about. I hope at least one of the guys on the basketball team was able to see that video.
I think they probably have.